In this episode of I Don't Work Here Lady, we are reading 3 interesting stories. Nobody wears safety orange for pleasure, Lady tried to get me fired for not helping her at another store, and I am 11 years old. If this is your first time, we cover the craziest and the funniest retail stories. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button and subscribe. For more I Don't Work Here Lady videos, check out the playlist in the description. Congratulations Winchie for the comment of the day. I might start calling male Karens Carl now. We will see about that. But now, let's find some more Karens. Nobody wears safety orange for pleasure. 8th generation American, so my English is naturally terrible and I am a mobile. Get over it. 80% of posts are. Why do we apologize for it? So me and my man together have 5 kids. He has 2 and I have 3. I love all of them dearly, but it can get a little cramp in our home. So we take whatever alone time we can get, not to mention the 3 roommates we have. But that's another story that belongs in r/entitled people. Anyway, today we decided to take a trip to a large orange home improvement store. Now, both of us love DIY stuff, so it works out. We don't have a lot of money to just blow on a fun night out, but it gives us some time to just be me and him. Now something to mention is, my beloved adores safety orange. He's got like 9 shirts, a zipper hoodie, and a beanie that is truly eye-smarting. He happened to be wearing one such outfit today. We are hanging out in one of the aisles looking for a pipe plug. Our basement keeps flooding from a drainage pipe that's doing the opposite of its job. When I hear a telltale clearing of the throat, being a regular lurker on this sub, I give him a pointed kiss to let her know he's not an employee. And then I take his hand and we walk to the next aisle. He gives me a funny look but shrugs it off and accepts it. The next aisle over is the beginning of flooring. Weird setup, I know, but it's ours. We're looking to replace our kitchen floor anyway, so it works out. I hear a louder ahem from the end of the aisle and I look over and she is, not kidding, got her arm crossed and tapping her foot. I do not want what's happened to so many others on here to happen to me. So I jump the gun and straight up hiss at her. No, I did not misspell something and you did read that right. I hissed at her. I wanted something that she will not be able to accuse me of violence or inappropriate gestures, but will send a message, leave us alone. I had thought about it many times while reading these stories, and I was just proud I actually did it. I sort of had the desired effect that she looked beyond startled and shocked and not a small bit confused. The look was awesome. She walked away. My love asked me what that was about. Concerned, I just shrugged and said I will tell you later. I thought I had achieved what was thought impossible. Nope. My sweetheart and I are looking at these gorgeous blue shiny hexagon tiles called mermaid something when nature decided to get an attitude with me. I politely excused myself and took off running since the ladies' room was on the other side of the building. Dumb design is dumb. This part of the story is mildly paraphrased because I, of course, was relieving myself. Apparently, this twat waffle waited till I left and immediately pounced. She was literally waiting for me in the next aisle over. More flooring, different type, wood paneling and the like. My dear one was just perusing the tiling, waiting for me when she grabbed his shoulder and spun him around. This is not difficult because he is short and sort of lanky. She started poking him in the chest, spewing the basic diatribe that all Karens like this in these accounts vomits out. You are so rude, I will have your job, you should not be making out on the job, blah blah blah. Most Karens don't say that last part. Oh, no, my man, he hates being poked in the chest. Once he finds it very disrespectful, and 2, it hurts, and 3, it is a sensitive area due to multiple surgeries he's had to crack open his sternum. He's had a artificial heart valve and a pacemaker since he was 10 due to his valve blowing from lousy womb care. It happened at 4, but they sewed it back up till it blew again at 10. He slapped her hand away and stated what most Karen rarely listen to. I don't work here. This is where I come back in. I am standing at the end of the aisle, her back to me, seeing if he needs my backup when this douche Canway screams, BS, no one wears those colors by choice. You obviously work here, so stop lying. As she is saying this, she continues to poke him in the chest. He is getting angrier and angrier, barely containing the urge to flatten this fart sniffler. As she started poking him in the sternum again, I already started walking forward. I grabbed her wrist at the last word and dug my nails in for a second. I left some indents, but nothing permanent. She screamed, "Assault! You just assaulted me!" I smirked because 1, she finally had probably alerted one of the actual staff, and 2, I had her on the ropes. She just didn't know it yet. I looked her square in the face and said, "And what exactly would you call what you were just doing?" She snorted. Yes, snorted. "I was teaching this unruly employee some manners." I bared my teeth. "Are you blind, deaf, and stupid?" I realized the first one when you mistook my man's attire for an orange apron. You know, the actual uniform of the store? I figured the second one because no one is actually stupid enough to think someone will lie about their place of employment while at work. But apparently I was wrong because you honestly think the managers and the cops I am sure they're calling right now are gonna look at the footage of you repeatedly poking my boyfriend in the chest is not assault. She sputtered for a sec and spouted something along the lines of, "You should not talk to your elders like that." To which I replied, "You don't look a day over 25. Girl, I am your elder. I am 32. My man is 40, so he counts too. Now get the F out of my face before I lose my cool and use one of these style samples and knock your teeth out." She recoiled, "You'd go to jail." I smiled as heavily as I could. "You may not get free room and board, peace or quiet from my kids, and I have taught an entitled girl a lesson? That's a win-win for me." She backpedaled so fast I swear you could see her kicking up dust. Shortly after she left, one of the employees came around the corner, looked at us checking the towels and kept walking. They really need to hire more people if that took so long to come check out the ruckus. We bought our towels and headed out of the parking lot. That's it. That's my encounter with a I Don't Work Here Lady story. No TLDR cause I don't feel like it. I'm too lazy. Yeah, I will need some kind of visual support to know what kind of orange stuff he was wearing because an apron and orange clothing is obviously different. I think she was talking about Home Depot or something, but man, that Karen was funny. She touches him first, multiple times, and when she gets aggressive and someone pulls her back, she immediately calls for assault and says she deserves justice. What about what you do to others? Do they deserve justice too? Man, Karens be like. But OP was a gangster, man. She said she did not care about prison and all that. Only crazy people are not scared going to prison. I swear I will be scared too if someone says, "Yeah, I will do this illegal and very violent thing to you." And prison actually sounds nice to me, so no worries. This requires balls of steel, I swear. I give her a level 60 because she called for assault when she was wrong herself. And you don't snitch on someone when you did something wrong too a minute ago. What level would you give to this Karen from 1 to 100? Let me know in the comments and I will reply to you. A lady tried to get me fired for not helping her at another store. I work at an electronics store. In this store, we have a customer that up until this point has been a blast to help. I've been helping this lady multiple times and she has never given me any issues. One time, I was out shopping for groceries for a party and I was kinda busy. This is a big store that just happens to have an electronic department. The lady I've been helping multiple times was in the store shopping for electronics. When I walked by, she noticed me and she waved me over. She then asked me which of those phones she should get. And as I said, I was kinda busy, so I kindly said, "I'm sorry ma'am, but I don't work here. But there's an employee over there and I'm sure he will be more than happy to help you." She did not accept this answer. "I know where you work and I know that you are good at all this electronic stuff and it should not be a big hassle for you to help me." This kinda took me by surprise since this lady has always been nice to me. I told her, "I'm sorry ma'am, but I am kinda in a hurry and I need to get going. please ask the employee of the store for help, or come into my store tomorrow if you insist on me helping you. She then gave me a look that could kill me and I kindly walked away. The next day, I come into work to the sight of this lady screaming at my manager. She demanded that he fired me because I was very rude to her and refused to help her. My manager called me over and asked me to explain what happened. I told my manager about the incident at the auto store, and my manager then looked at the lady and said, "I'm sorry ma'am, but my employee is not obligated to help you at auto stores if he is off the clock. This employee has a good reputation in this store and he will never be rude to customers." The lady got as red as a tomato and then angrily stormed out of the store. Both my manager and I thought that it wasn't for her, but no. A few hours later, she comes back into the store with every single product I had sold her and she demanded a refund. She yelled at my manager, "I refuse to support a store with such a bad customer service." My manager then kindly tried to explain that a refund will not be possible since store policy clearly stated that all refunds may only happen within 30 days in an unopened state or if the product is faulty. But since most of our products are quite expensive, most of the faulty products get sent in for service and not refunded. The woman kept screaming at my manager and demanding a refund, but without luck. After about 10 minutes of screaming, my manager called security to escort the lady out of the store. We all thought we were done with her, but again, no. After a bit, she came back in with 2 police officers pretending she got assaulted by security. We kindly explained to the officers what had happened, and the officers looked very annoyed at the lady, and one of the officers looked at the lady and said, "Ma'am, you're gonna need to come with us." The officers escorted the lady out of the store and I have not seen her since. I am 11. This is not actually really crazy, it was just really weird. L stands for the lady, M for me. So I was at the dollar store with my sister, brother, and mom for some last minute stuff. I went to the craft and office supplies area because, well, I am me. And I saw these markers that looked pretty cool, so I started to get all of the different colors. You know those annoying packages that you have to take half of them off until you can get the one you want on the rack and then put the ones you took back? Well, I was taking the markers off of one of those to get the other colors when I hear a voice to the left of me. And it goes like this: "Do you work here?" I look over and there's a lady with hair that sticks up so far that there's a second head. I stare for like 3 seconds. Me, being an antisocial freak. No. "Oh, well, you look like you work here because you're putting all those things away." By now, I was putting the markers I took back on the rack, but keep in mind of my appearance. Black jeans, Bakuku t-shirt, space linear with MHA on it, hair that was probably really frizzy, dark circles under eyes from watching memes and anime all night, and not to mention, I am barely 5 feet. "Oh, sorry." The lady walks away without another word and I'm just standing here like, what? So a real night with my family and hopefully I will never meet her again. Hey, did you like this I Don't Work Here Lady video? If you did, check out my playlist right here. I bet you will love it. These videos take me a lot of effort and time to make, so if you can show me some support by liking the video and subscribing, this will mean the world to me. Also hit the bell button to know when we post a new video and join the notification gang. Thank you again for watching episode 58 of I Don't Work Here Lady. See ya! Brrrah!